Hello and welcome back. This is JD. I would like to talk a little bit about my background and what got me into photography. So I'm currently living in Ann Arbor, and this is my hometown. I grew up here, but in my early 20s, I moved out to Los Angeles to work in film production. I was only there a short period of time. I ended up tearing up my knee playing basketball, and I couldn't drive, and you need to drive to be functional pretty much in LA. Unless you find a job right next door, which hardly ever happens. LA is a driving town. So I ended up coming back to Michigan after having one surgery in LA, had another surgery here. I was doing my physical therapy, and during that time, I had a friend who was in LA working in film production that got a job in a movie in Texas. And he was in Austin, Texas, and he's like, "Oh, it's a bigger Ann Arbor. He was originally from here as well. Said, "You got to check it out." Once I could get around, I went down to Texas, and actually within like a couple of days, I got a job on a TV movie. So I ended up staying there for a month working on this movie, had a great time. I decided, okay, I'm not heading back to LA, I'm gonna move to Austin instead. So I wound up being there for almost 5 years, and during that time, I got into acting. And once that started going for me, I decided, okay, I'm gonna move back to LA. And I did that, was pursuing acting, not really doing the film production thing, but a lot of bartending. And really enjoyed it, except for the traffic, and that led me to head back to Austin, because there is a fair amount of film stuff going on there. So I was there for a couple of more years. And then I ended up getting a job on a TV series in New York for CBS called Unforgettable. Maybe you didn't forget it, maybe you did. But I was on there and for almost a year, and then I was doing some other stuff here and there for a few months, and then I looked like I had a job in Dallas working on the reboot of the series Dallas. So I came back through Michigan for what was supposed to be a visit for a month. And during that time, I found out the Dallas gig was paid about a fifth of what I was making in New York City. So that was not that appealing. So I decided, okay, what am I doing next? Wasn't sure. So I ended up taking a couple of classes at Washtenaw Community College. One was a creative writing class, I love that. And another one was the Introduction to Photography. And I always was a hobbyist and had taken a darkroom class years before, but this was my introduction to digital cameras, and it just was really exciting to me. I fell in love with it. I decided to take another class. Then I went back to school full time and got my degree in 2015 and started my business in summer of 2015. So I think though, my background in film and acting really helps me out as far as visualizing things. I've always kind of been a storyteller, the writing class that I mentioned. And so I love the ability to get to tell a story with pictures. But also I think the acting aspect of my background helps me with people when they're in front of the camera. I'm kind of a shy person actually, and I know what it's like to be a little bit intimidated by the camera. I had to get headshots and stuff like that and whatever when I'm filming, same thing. So I think I'm able to help people that might not be the most comfortable in front of the camera get more comfortable, and when you do that, it shows up on your face, and that creates better images. And it's just one of the things I love doing, especially somebody that's like, I hate being in front of the camera, and then they look at their photos and like, I actually like this. That's amazing. So that's a little bit about my background and my approach to things. And now, change of plans. Originally, I was going to talk about lenses, and instead of making a 15-minute video, I'd rather make a 10-minute video and get to sharing some of my favorite images that I've shot since my last video. So this is going to be from mid-September all the way up to the end of January. Here we go.
I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break 'em, I wouldn't wanna break 'em. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after